I am on fire.
Everyone, I am on fire. Okay. So, we got the music going, and we started the recording now. So just a quick announcement, for the VOD purposes. We had 2 players leave. I have yet to decide really, like, what to do about, what to do about, like, the backstory of how they disappeared. So, because it kind of happened last minute, and I wanted to do something nice and good to, like, explain it. So I don't have an explanation for it yet, but, they are gone. So it is just you 4 now.
They fucking died.
They tripped on a stick and fell into the bonfire.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh man,
That's about
I hate when that happens.
Frost. Oh man.
Campfires are dangerous. Smokey told us this from the get-go.
This is why we practice fire safety, everybody.
Should have watched out for the stairs, bro.
They did not heed Smokey the Bear, and thus they have been consumed by the
They
flame.
have incurred his wrath!
Smokey the Bear is the god of fire in this world. Oh my god, is Smokey the Bear the patron saint of wildfire druids?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
I will never know peace.
Figured it out.
Okay. So last time you guys were at the temple exploring the outside of it. And you did see the shape of someone inside. So
The shape?
A shape.
A shape, not the shape.
Oh, I see.
I mean, it could be. You never know, but it's not.
I cannot, I
with the
cannot move my
Why
token.
not? That's so.
What the fuck?
All right, hold on. Let me try.
We did change it from
It
last
took
time.
Elora, no!
Hold on. Okay. How about now?
Oh, I
Nope.
see her.
Why not?
She be there.
Go down to the bottom where it says as Elora, bottom right.
Uh-huh.
Change that. And now try. I
No,
tried.
I can be either Elora or Elora.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, there we go. I
Yeah,
did.
all right,
Yeah.
okay,
Okay. So yeah, I had as Brandon H and as Oran Ject, and if I do as Oran Ject, I can't move my token. But if I do as Brandon H, I can.
Oh. Interesting.
Yeah. I
This
don't know,
music
so-
makes me want to stand up and do snappy hip sways.
It is very good music, I think. I used to listen
You know
to
what?
this.
Doing it. I don't care.
Hell yeah. Cayde, be dancing, let's go. Alright, well, Cayde is dancing.
Shakira got nothing on me.
Hell yeah. Alright, does anybody else, so, what do you guys want to do?
I think last time we peeked our head in the temple. I don't remember what was there.
Yes, so the only thing you could really see, besides, like, the, like, smoke and incense, was that somebody, you could kind of vaguely see the shape of someone inside, and they appear to be praying.
Hmm.
Do we go in? Should we go in?
Do we know what language they're speaking?
You cannot hear from here.
Okay.
I think we should be very, very quiet and go in.
Be very quiet.
Cayde is honestly debating just burning down all the cabins because he honestly didn't want to come here in the first place. He was just like, okay, everyone else is going.
You didn't want to be left out.
Mm-hmm.
He is a very anxious-ridden boy.
No, poor Cayde. All right. So.
Which is
Oh, sorry.
weird considering his upper. little bit of background. He was adopted and raised by an orc mother, so
Oh.
he has a very
Hey.
interesting view of the world. Most
Orc
of which
milf?
involves punch. Yes, absolutely.
Let's go!
I am actively making a character sheet for her just for the hell of it.
Let's go.
Spoiler alert: maximum strength and constitution.
Mm. Okay, so are you guys going in to the temple?
I'm hanging back and making sure nobody follows us.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I'll go in first.
All right.
I guess
But very,
Cayde's
very
backing-
quietly.
Kate's backing her up, I guess.
All right.
If things get nasty, we can form the death circle.
Form the death circle.
The kill circle, if you will.
The kills.
Good with me. Might be enough to level up, and I get my subclass then.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, let me bring these guys. Oren, are you going inside as well?
Yes, I will follow them in.
Alright. And Elora, are you going in?
Yeah.
Alright. There we go. Alright.
I'm still
So,
keeping an eye on the door, though.
Smart.
Elora the bouncer, let's go.
Okay,
Now I'm
let's see.
imagining Elora as the bouncer from the Expendables movie.
Okay.
I've never seen that.
So let's see.
Uh,
I think you guys should be
Hold
able
one
to
second.
see all of this. Wait, why did it?
Oh.
Okay.
Oh!
Oh,
We're in the
it
void.
got
Or
dark.
turned off the
Okay.
light.
All right.
imagine for the bouncer, imagine Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know who that is.
She's an MMA
Profession-
fighter.
Oh.
Professional MMA fighter who played a female bouncer in the Expendables 3 movie.
Okay.
Okay. So the inside of the temple is lit by candlelight. Wispy smoke fills the air, and it smells strongly of incense. There appears to be someone praying at the altar in front of you. It is a very tall, slender woman on her knees, wearing a white dress and an elegant halo-like crown.
Slender woman.
Mhm.
That's all I heard.
Looking at that
Very-
picture gives me
very tall, slender
Hellboy
woman.
flashbacks. Seriously, wasn't that a character from Hellboy 2?
Who?
Like Death or some shit. There was a motherfucker in Hellboy 2, some eldritch asshole, whose head looked exactly like that headdress. Had eyes everywhere. It creeped me the fuck out. Gave me nightmares.
You must be talking about your other dimension movies. I've never seen this before.
Anyway.
I'm starting to see I have a different taste in movies from the rest of the party.
I'm just not cultured, unfortunately.
I just have wrong
Alright.
culture.
What do we want to do, gangsters?
Yeah.
Can we hear what the prayers are now?
Seems like Oren's doing something.
Oh god,
Orange
the
making moves?
crazy
Oh.
dude is
No.
wandering off.
Well, you could roll investigation if you want to find out more about the space you're in. If you want to try to find out, like, are you trying to find out if you can, like, hear her language?
Yes.
Just what she's saying, yeah.
Okay, so
If we're too far away, I can send Gizmo up.
that be...
Yeah.
Perception?
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. Okay.
I'll roll perception too.
17.
Oh.
19.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh, yeah. Oh, wow.
I also got a 17.
Okay.
We're very knowledgeable about this temple.
More like our heads are on a swivel. We know sketchy shit when we see it.
Okay, so all of you, just get all of the info now. So, as you gathered before, she appears to be praying, rhythmically bowing and lifting her hands and saying reverent words and phrases. The language is mostly ancient Babylonian, but there are some words that are similar to Druidic phrases of reverence, worship, prayer, and devotion. They also have some similarity to Sylvan. Her voice is very beautiful.
Okay.
Her voice is very beautiful to listen to.
Fuck.
As around you, there is a beautiful mirror on the far wall. A pile of silk cushions lies on the ground in the far corner, and what looks like a makeshift vanity table is below the mirror. There are jewels, gold, and various kinds of jewelry on top of the vanity. There are stone tablets and carving tools on the ground. Most of it is Babylonian, but some words are Druidic, and some look similar to Sylvan.
I speak Sylvan.
Mm-hmm.
I only speak common, orc, and goblin. I get shit out of that.
I do believe I be speaking Sylvan and Druidic too.
Yeah.
We gotta turn on our listening ears, Elora.
Yeah. Is there a role for that?
Turn on your listening ears.
Yeah.
I mean, like, to
It's a
know
prepared
what
action.
she's saying.
Oh,
Prepared action.
If you want to, like, see if you can, like, interpret her better, you would have to be speaking to her, but that would probably be, let's see. Why do I not have a list of... So why don't I just pull up a character? That would be so much better, so I can, like, look at the things that are on there. That would be smart. I guess if you would want to know, like, what exactly she's saying, it would probably be, like, more like a history check.
Oh, okay.
So you could actually, like, try to, like, understand her native language.
I just want to try to pick up keywords, perhaps.
Yeah, so you should be able, because you speak Druidic and Sylvan, you would be able to pick up the basic words from speaking to her.
Okay.
You would be able to get, like, the general gist of what she's saying.
Okay.
Alright, sorry, go ahead.
Me?
I don't know, so whoever was, I think Frost was speaking. Did you want to say something, Frost?
I was just listening for keywords, words that might be interesting about, you know, where we are and what we're doing.
Oh, okay.
Or what she's praying to, perhaps.
Okay, if you want to know maybe what she's praying to,
I could roll for it.
yeah, roll a religion check.
Come on, dice! Do I have anything in religion? 17. God damn.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you don't know exactly, like, what entity or being that she is praying to, but the pronouns are feminine pronouns.
Okay. The pronouns are she, her. I see.
The pronouns are she, her, yes.
Given that Oran's
Roll to
only
seduce.
interaction with religion is the Orzhov Syndicate on Ravnica, he is not happy to be here. He is not a fan.
Yeah, we can get the fuck out of here.
The fact that the church's guild is the syndicate.
Sus.
Uh-oh. Well, okay.
Religious trauma.
Yeah.
Do we want to roll on out of here, though, then?
Well, like, Elora, do you want to, do anything? Do you want to attempt to approach?
I could watch the door.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm on door duty, then.
Alrighty.
I'm going to approach and why can't I move my character?
Did it do the thing again?
I also...
Did the thing again.
Yeah,
Do you have
why
the
does
right
it...
cursor selected? On the
Yes.
left
Okay,
side
there we go.
triangle
I
one?
fixed it. I think you should be able to now.
Okay, there we go. Yeah.
Alright, yeah.
Okay, I'm going to stand a little bit back, and ask her, just kind of try to get her attention.
Okay.
Cayde is kind of like inching forward in case shit goes south.
So, he...
Just a little excuse me.
Give her the good old ahem.
Yeah.
So initially she seems to be a little engrossed in prayer. So it does appear that she like notices you, but her praying is at the moment more important. So you might have to be a little bit more insistent to get her attention.
Okay.
She's like, get the fuck out of here, bitch.
My next instinct is to draw my sword and stab her. No, I'm kidding.
Aw,
Gangster Elora row.
Damn.
thank that bitch.
No. Excuse me.
So she turns. It appears that she understands the language that you're speaking. And she kind
good.
Steps away from the altar and approaches you. As she turns, you can see that her body appears to be overtaken by some sort of disease. Her skin is rotted away in some places. Her face is a little bit distorted on one side. She does not appear to be well, but the disease does also not appear to be affecting her. It appears more like scars, as opposed to like an active disease.
Red
Okay.
flag.
Yeah. I want to take a hesitant step back,
Okay.
just so that nothing infects me. And I'm going to ask, what is this place?
So, she's listening to the words and she speaks in her native tongue. But you can kind of catch some words due to your knowledge of Sylvan. So she, you kind of like get the gist of what she's saying in like a broken translation. So she says, "This is my home, my place of worship."
Yeah.
Pick that up. Who is it that you worship?
I worship my God. She gives all. She tells me what to do. She is the ruler of this place.
Ruler, huh?
Elaborate dialogue. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Question mark on the conversation wheel.
Let me see.
Ask how long she's been here.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. How long have you been here?
She kind of like thinks about it. Time is strange. I came from a world that does not have as much as some of the things here. I came from a land of sand and far off travels. I think it has been some time as I have seen others come here.
What others?
And she kind of like gestures towards the door. The ones that live beyond.
Beyond the temple or beyond somewhere else?
Beyond the temple, yes.
Okay.
You want to give us any more dirt on these others?
Yeah.
Ask her about that.
Yeah.
Well, there is the one outside, who lives in the small, cloth. She kind of like makes this like, sort of like triangle with her hands.
The tent.
Illuminati.
Yes, that is word.
Yes.
Illuminati.
Sorry.
Derailing me, Jesus. Yes, the one that lives in the tent. She, I fear, is very far gone, and she kind of like looks a little sad. The others do not like her so much. They try to stay away. It is only I who communicates to her. And she kind of like, you know, thinks about it. She's like, there are men and women that live together. This is strange to me. But I see others come and go from here. There is a woman with white hair. She goes to visit the loud gentleman often.
The loud gentleman?
And she kind of like, she walks a little bit forward, towards, closer to the door. And like, you notice as she walks that she has this like very like imperious sort of like posture. Her posture is very good. And she walks with this like sense of self-importance.
I get out of her way.
She goes to the door, and she points out and gestures to the house that you saw Yunjin go into. The one that has all of the yes, the one that has all of the like colorful lights and decorations on it. And she goes, that one. I do not like him. He is brash, disrespectful.
Do others pray to the same god that you pray to?
No, I am the only one who has ever prayed here.
Good. The fewer the better. Oran kind of steps away.
Just fighting words, Oran.
Oran can't stand the Orzhov Syndicate, and by extension, cannot stand religion.
Mm.
What did you say?
Face
Sorry,
Oran.
I didn't hear it clearly.
He said, the fewer the better, and stepped away.
Oh shit.
What if we all left a silly little prayer at the altar?
So let's see. Were you trying to be quiet at all, or were you trying to?
He kind of muttered it under his breath, but given that I was standing right here,
I'll kind of give that a perception. Oh, she did hear that.
I tap Oran on the nose.
Oh, okay. She did hear that. So, so she kind of turns and looks after where you stepped, and she says,
They blew up a
that sort of attitude is new. It would not have been tolerated in my time. But you are free to your own thoughts.
Oran kind of does like an overly exaggerated mock bow, is like a thank you, but doesn't say anything else. He just kind of like flourishes his arms outwards, kind of bends down really low, and then stands back up.
Her lip kind of twitches in amusement, and she does a very sarcastic bow in return.
Queen, we love her.
It is very rude of me not to introduce myself. My name is Adiris.
I point to myself, Anastasia, and then I hold up my son, Wilbur.
Oh, it is very cute and soft. May I pet it?
Sure.
And she reaches out her hand, and you notice that she's got like these beautiful like gold fingernail caps on.
I don't know.
And she kind of like gives Wilbur's head like a little like gentle stroke.
Queen, we love her.
You and the furry Wilbur are welcome in my temple.
Yes.
Who's the furry?
Thank you, ma'am.
And then she also turns to Elora and says, "You are also welcome here, and your friends if they wish to stay."
Thank you. Appreciate it.
She kind of bows a little bit.
That was fucking crazy. Let's get inside.
Let's see.
I feel like there's something hidden in the pillows.
Well, you are more than welcome to investigate. She kind of walks back towards her altar, and you can kind of see her like fussing with some of the items that are on it. There's like some gold and jewels. You can kind of see some animal bones as well. She's kind of like rearranging them in a certain order.
Animal bones?
Mm-hmm.
You said they were nearby the pillows? Or at the altar?
So at the altar, yes. So she's got some things on the altar, yeah.
I want to do a silly, well, quote unquote silly. I would like to approach, and I rummage through my bag, and I pull out some also small animal bones, and I offer it to Miss Plague.
Yeah, so Adiris turns, and she kind of like sees your offering, and she smiles and goes, "Oh, thank you," and she holds out her hands for you to place them in.
Fuck yeah. I give them up. I ask, can I sit here and I guess meditate?
Yes, all are welcome here.
Yeah.
And she kind of like...
I plop.
There they are.
Just give me a few minutes, y'all.
Yeah, she puts the end
It won't be long until your pockets are dry and your spirit is damned to eternal servitude.
So she like puts
I'm trying to get a vibe check of the place.
Yeah,
seeing if anything reaches
My way of
out.
telling you guys what the Orzhov Syndicate is like.
So Adiris puts
their whole thing is you pay tithes to the church, and if you can't afford to pay, you like sell yourself and your like bloodline into servitude, and even after you die, your ghost continues to serve them.
Oh, well,
Kate just gets close to Oran. Is like, you got a burr up your ass with the church, don't you?
Yes.
World would be better without faith. All we need is science.
oh, I think you might be far enough away that you probably can't hear that, but oof. I think you're lucky.
I'm choosing to ignore r/atheist. I'm just fucking kidding. Oran absolutely right.
Faith has done nothing but shackle the masses.
Oh, well, she's definitely able to overhear you. So she's kind of just like she's going about her business. But
I distract her with Wilbur.
You really want to do this in front of the person owning the church? Because might try to kill us. I'm not against a fight, but kind of home.
Oran's trying to throw
turf.
hands.
Home turf.
She seems to be like, I think if I could describe her attitude about it, you can roll perception or investigation if you want to try to look and stuff in the pillows, Elora.
I do, yes.
Yeah, roll investigation for me. But if I could describe her attitude, she's kind of just like, she's very much like in her own lane about it. She is not around people of faith in this current place that she's in. Even though that's where she was raised and like she was used to it. So she doesn't really like to her they're not the fighting words. They are the words of ignorance. So All right,
It
investigation.
feels weird for having to be the straight man in this situation.
So inside the pillow, if you're looking like inside this pillow nest here,
Yes.
so you find some beauty items. There is like a comb. It appears to be made of like older material. So like maybe tarnished bronze. And there are some like little dried up pots of this like black substance.
Mm.
And you can find some like, jewelry in there. There's like a little like necklace that you find. It's like a little like gold chain. And there is like a little like engraved iconography like in gold on it. You can't really tell what it is. It's just kind of like this like beautiful like swirl. But nothing really like, suspicious or of note. It's just kind of like, you might expect to find these things in a place where someone sleeps. Just leftover things.
Not very organized, is she? Okay, you said there was like a vanity table
Yes.
underneath the mirror.
Yes.
Are there like drawers in it?
There is one drawer, yes.
I would like to go look at it.
All right, roll investigation.
Rummage through her things.
Okay. So she is watching you do this, but she appears to be fine with it for now. But she is watching you very closely.
Hmm.
Unless you're trying to be stealthy about it, in which case I'll roll against you.
No. I'm not trying to be stealthy.
Okay. She's
Fucking hell.
she's watching you. She's keeping an eye. Okay, so as so you open the drawers, there is a lot of jewelry in here. There are more like gold finger caps, like the one that she's wearing. There are some incense sticks as well. There's quite a lot of incense sticks, actually. There's some like
Everybody
spare.
just went quiet.
Oh.
I don't know why.
Who's being quiet?
Can you hear
There we
me?
go.
All right.
Okay, yeah. Got it.
Okay. All right. We
I
got
just
it.
had to unplug and replug in my headphones.
Okay, that was it. That was the issue. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there are some like jewelry in here. There's like some very heavy like gold necklaces. There's some like loose gems in here as well. There's like some loose gemstones. Of all different colors. There's like blue ones and green ones and purple ones. There's some candles, quite a lot of incense. There's also like some like potpourri and some little sachets that smell nice. Her like it's messy. It's like she kind of just like put a bunch of stuff in the drawer.
Yeah.
Like it's her only storage space. And you can kind of see that the like dresser is kind of like, very similar to a vanity. There's a fresh pot of the black stuff that you found over at the bedding area. And there's some like some more like jewelry kind of like laid out a little bit nicer. The mirror appears to be cracked. So
7 years of bad luck.
Ruh-roh reggy.
No. There is also sitting on the table a large incense censer that is burning, and you could probably assume is the source of the like smell of incense that you get from this area.
Okay, so nothing super interesting.
No, just it's It's for vanity.
Yeah.
There's gemstones if you wanted to take those or try to steal them, but
No, there's no. I mean, what value do I get out of
well,
shit like that?
fair enough, yeah.
What was Miss Plague's name again?
Adiris.
Dearest.
Yes.
Okay.
You're meditating, right, Frost? You said you wanted to try to get a vibe of this place?
Yep, I'm trying to tune out everyone and everything, and I guess just seeing if something scratches my brain.
Okay.
Not literally, hopefully.
I mean, it's Dead by Daylight, so
You could either give me Arcana or religion. For that.
I'll roll Arcana.
All right.
Come on, dice, you've done me so well this already. Yeah. Fuck, 11.
Oh, well,
banished to the freezer.
Not the fucking freezer.
Okay, so from an 11, you're as you're tuning in to this, like, you know, the vibe of this place, as you called it, this, like, sense of the area, the energy in this place, you get a sense that it was made with love. This is an area that has been crafted and built very, like, lovingly and attentively. It is a gift. It was given. And you know, you feel a sense of peace here. So, yeah.
Okay, got it. Do the whispers come back? No, I'm just kidding.
Well.
Alright, I've got what I've needed to know, I guess. And then I get up and return to the group.
Okay.
I'll also return to the group.
All right.
I will turn around and thank Adiris for allowing us into her space.
So she bows in recognition and, you know, she, says, "Thank you for your respect." And she kind of, like, gives Oran, like, a little bit of a cheeky look. And
I think she likes you.
I wouldn't say that. I think she feels the right to be spiteful because this is her place.
Mm-hmm.
So she's kind of feeling a little bit spiteful about
I'm just being a shit.
that's fair enough.
I mean, enemies to lovers is a good trope.
Well, and
Oran leans in real close to Anastasia.
Oh god. Uh-huh.
If you make that comment again, I will skin your rat alive.
I boop him on the
And then
nose. Silence.
Cayde was
He's
about
kinda
to threaten him
Turns
for threatening Wilbert, but he just laughs at that.
I'm being facetious. Silly. Hey, if we need a
Cayde
safe
doesn't know
house,
what that word means.
if we need a safe house though, we could just dip back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adiris does say, as an added parting, sort of, statement that, you are welcome. Anytime.
Okay, thank you.
You are very welcome, respectful one.
Alright, let's skedaddle.
Yeah, I think it's time to bail.
Alrighty.
I hit the gritty out of here.
So...
Performance check.
Perform gritty check.
Oh my god.
Performance check is a thing. It's dexterity.
I'm
It
aware.
is, yeah.
I'm very aware.
Hold on, what do I have for performance? Oh shit.
Okay.
I have 0 for
So we're
performance. I
going
rolled a
back to
12 for
same.
my gritty.
Well, you dance awkwardly on out.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, once they're out, Cayde just goes, so, what's the over under that we're gonna have to kill her later?
Aw.
I wouldn't count on it right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, not right now. We just had a pleasant conversation. There's a bit of a etiquette to this. We wait a few hours, then it's okay to kill her, but what do you
Oh.
think the chances are?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
What?
We could also perhaps try to get her on our side, but you know.
Shit. I left the game.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
There we go. I'm back in.
Aki.
Yay! All right, cool.
He just looks like, what part of this whole place screams, benevolent to you, though? He gestures at all the ominous area. The creepy dude walking around the campfire.
Mm-hmm.
The
You're kind of
obviously
right.
crazy. The obvious, like, crazy-ass temple to some god that uses bones. Does...
Take our grace where we can find it.
Mm-hmm.
That is a good point.
Yeah, I'm not saying we fight now, just might have to fight later. Listen,
That sounds
Mama
like a...
always said, be polite, but have a plan to kill everyone you meet. I have a plan to kill all you. I like you guys, but still, you try something.
Wilbur throws up on the ground.
See, he gets it.
Oh no.
Like, oh, poor son. I pat him on the
Aw.
back.
Oh. Poor Wilbur. I think the incense got to him a little bit.
Yeah, the mutuals, the feelings mutual. The mutual's feeling.
Yeah.
Okay, so we saw the creepy temple. What do we do now? Creepy cabins? Definitely not the creepy tent.
I want to go to the rave house.
The rave house.
Yeah.
The rave house? Okay.
Yeah.
We could go to the rave house.
She would be inside.
The house with the lights is the farthest from the temple, so I agree.
Fair enough. Can't really argue with that.
All right. You guys can make your way over.
I always hold up the rear.
Elora just likes looking at butts.
Respect.
I'm always looking back to make sure Elora isn't taken by the fog.
Yeah.
Aw.
I'm being very sneaky, though.
Very sneaky. Okay. Anybody else rolling stealth?
No. Cayde don't do stealth.
All right. Well,
I'll roll stealth.
yeah. Roll stealth if anybody wants to be sneaky.
Okay.
Great. Awesome roll.
I'm about to screw us over with this, aren't I?
I'm just stepping on leaves and sticks everywhere, making so much noise.
I rolled a 13.
It's
Oh,
hard to be
okay.
stealthy when you have an automaton made out of metal with you.
Yeah. Well, that's fair. So, the gentleman who was warming his hands by the bonfire over here, with the intimidating looking gun, he notices, Oran. And he kind of like, he also notices the automaton, so he kind of like looks at it with curiosity.
So this guy over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. And he approaches.
Ooh, 2
Oh.
NPC interactions.
Yes. So.
Hello, sir. Can we help you?
I'm finding the music. Where is it? Okay, there we go. So he says, yes, I noticed your contraption. From one inventor to another, I couldn't help but
I
be
like
amazed by its construction. Tell me,
I love.
what is it?
Sorry, I love Oran so much.
you. Oran's face just lights up. This is Gizmo.
Hyperfixation activated.
Oh God.
Fixation activated.
He's a bit of a side project of mine. I made him out. He's made out of pure mysium, which, now that I say that out loud, that probably means nothing to you. Near indestructible. Mysium is fantastic meddling. I had a sample of it. From again one inventor to another, I would give it to you. But yes, I made him to assist me in my lab, with my daily experiments. Gizmo just kind of like perks up happily.
He is fascinated. His eyes light up when you offer to give him a sample. He's like so enthralled. This is like the equivalent of like two autistic people speaking to each other, basically. That's
Let me see what I have. Oren pulls out a little drawstring bag that's just filled with miscellaneous metal scraps, and he kind of dumps it into his hand, and he's kind of, there we go. He pulls out maybe like, it almost looks like a screw, but without like the it's a little metal bar that's like cylindrical. That it has some like light scratching along the surface of it, but it's maybe about an inch and a half long. And he holds it out to this guy. It's not much, but this is pure undiluted mysium from my lab on Ravnica.
wow. He's like he like takes it in awe, and he's like looking at it in the light. Much obliged. Thank you. My name is Caleb. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. And he kind of like, sticks his hand out to shake.
Oh, the pleasure is all mine. Oran Ject. And he holds out and he shakes its hand.
Pleasure, quite a pleasure. I haven't seen you folks around here before. What is your business here? If I may ask.
That's a good
mighty
question.
good question. Yeah, that's...
He just pies up. We followed the rude lady.
Oh, and he laughs. He's like, oh, her. Yeah, she gives a lot of the others here a run for their money. I'd be mighty surprised if she doesn't join us soon.
Join you. What organization do you have out here?
He kind of like
fucked
looks.
up one.
He looks kind of puzzled a little bit. He's like, "Well, all of us here have one specific duty." He kind of like he kind of like feels a little bit awkward about it, and he's like, we get taken into the procedurals is what they're called, so I hear, and we act as the aggressors. If you get my meaning.
Oran's mind is filled with run-ins with the Gruul clans, and he just kind of, I think I understand what you're saying, but aggressors to who?
Well, to you, people like you.
I see.
Cayde pipes up like the dude with the traps?
Oh yeah, good old Evan. Yeah.
Didn't we kill him?
No, we didn't kill him.
He
I'm
kind of
taking
like.
this moment to...
Oh, sorry. What?
No,
Elora?
we got him.
What, Elora? Sorry.
We didn't kill him.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought we did.
Okay.
We heard him
That's
and
not
he
me
got
saying
sucked
that.
up into the sky by the...
Yeah.
Yeah. So he overhears you guys talking about that, and he kind of like laughs, and he's like,
Yep, there we go.
"Death ain't the end out here."
Anastasia's taking notes in her diary.
So is Oran.
Words! I didn't say that out loud.
So, what does happen when you die out here?
He kind of like he kind of looks like he's like deciding if he wants to tell you or not. What's in it for me if I give you guys info?
Actually, if I have more Izium.
Ooh.
I'm looking. Hold on, give me a second to look through my.
I'm rummaging through my bag. I do want the juicy details.
Cayde pulls out a bottle of alcohol.
Oh, he's like.
Oh yeah.
His eyes
He just
light
goes,
up.
Whiskey?
Ooh, don't mind if I do, stranger. And if you give me more of that,
You had that the entire fucking time.
What'd you say?
I kind of wrote it in as part of the orc thing because I've made his mother's sheep mostly, and she has proficiency with brewer supplies.
Ooh, nice.
So as far as I'm concerned, so I just added a couple like bottles of alcohol to my inventory. I added one more whiskey, 2 wines, and one just labeled "fuck you up" juice.
Ooh, I like the sound of "fuck me up" juice. But do she be making moonshine?
That's what the "fuck you up" juice is. It's just orc moonshine.
Oh, okay.
So he looks at Oran. He's like, "Yeah, I'll tell you what I know for the whiskey and more of that. What was it you called it?
Mizium.
Mizium.
Magic infused, durable, and fireproof. Only meltable from pure dragon fire.
I like the sound of that. That's mighty fine info. That's mighty fine material. All
Everyone gather around Peepaw.
Peepaw.
I don't like that in his picture he's pointing a gun at Oran.
Well, it just happens to be the picture. He's got it like, he's holding it in his hand, but he's not like pointing it necessarily.
His other hand is filled with whiskey though, so it's good.
Yeah.
He can't aim as well.
Yeah. So he takes a big old swig of whiskey, tossing his head back, and takes the big old swig.
It burns like a motherfucker because this is the shit made for orcs, so
Ooh.
it's harsh.
Oh, that's some strong stuff. And he like readjusts his hat.
Light work, no reaction.
Cayde just about to say, thanks, my mama made it.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would like to get to know your mama.
She might try to kill you.
That makes her even more attractive. I like that.
And Kill Bill sirens go into his head.
Everybody wants the orc mother.
There's a wide smile on his face, but his eyes are like glowing silver again.
Now I mean in the respectful way, lad. Ain't gotta get your tail in a twist. Now, where was
Let's find him. I don't have a tail. Oh. His butt.
Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. I was talking about what happens when we all die here. Or, I wouldn't quite call it death. And he kind of like takes another little swig of whiskey and he goes, see, when we don't please her, well, you don't want to not please her. That's when stuff happens. That's when you get taken into the darkness. And he kind of like has like a middle distance stare, kind of like a veteran remembering some sort of horrific event. And he goes, it's dark out there. It's so dark.
It's an eternity in there.
I was trying not to say it.
Bowie.
That's okay. But yeah. It's dark and cold, and You just lose a part of yourself every time you go there.
I keep hearing that. What does that mean?
Oh, the thing that rules this, her, and he kind of like looks notably like around the forest as if he's looking for something. And he kind of leans in closer to the group and he goes, she feeds on the energy of all of this. I don't quite know how. I don't know how it works. It's some kind of mumbo jumbo.
Damn, that was a...
Don't put much stock in it myself, if you get my meaning. The one who lives at the temple, Adiris, she'd be able to tell you more about that.
We're acquainted.
I wish we weren't.
And not all of us want to be. He looks pointedly at Oran.
I feel you there. Some of the stuff she says, I don't quite understand it myself.
Now, if death isn't the end, and do you have to have a physical body to be revived here?
That sounds like a spiritual question. Now, mind you, I was raised in the faith. I grew up Irish, you know. My mama, she...
I don't know what Irish means.
Yeah, fair enough. he's just going on. You know, I grew up. My mama, she was a woman of faith, and I learned all the stand up, sit down, do this, do that. I don't put much stock in it now, but tell you one thing: you don't want to go to the dark.
We're all very shook by this, I see.
Yeah.
Cayde has already pulled out his other bottle of whiskey and is taking a shot.
Anastasia perks up.
Now
Hands the bottle over to her.
Yes.
Now that, my friends, is the proper way to deal with that news. Now, if you don't mind, I need to get back to my patrol, but he kind of like gives like a little like gesture, especially to Oran. You need anything, you come find me. And he kind of just like limps off.
There he go.
Oh, and then he calls over his shoulder. Oh, and by the way, you owe me that Mizium.
I don't think I have any more Mizium on me.
Don't tell him that.
You got it.
He'll ask for more of my booze.
We love Peepaw.
I do. He tried, stabbing us or something later on.
All right, so you are now in front of the what is known as the RGB house. So you can see that like there's a lot of bright neon lights hanging off this porch.
Oh God.
So yeah. You see like a lot of the you see a lot of this memorabilia. There seem to be a lot of posters of a gentleman standing on a stage. He has striking silver hair and a yellow coat that is open to a bare chest. And he appears to be performing. There's a lot of like posters and memorabilia that have similar images of this person.
I literally cannot imagine any of our characters wanting to fuck with this guy. Sorry.
Fair. Of our group, only Oran has an idea what the fuck the neon tubes even are.
Yeah.
All we see is literally glowing glass.
Really?
I just want to rip off a poster and put it in my bag.
I mean, you are
Nobody
welcome to
told
do
me
that.
Fuck it, why not?
That Nicolas Cage is just in this game.
Yes, Nicolas Cage
Oh
is
my
in the
god,
game, but-
Nicolas Cage is technically.
Like,
I'm so sorry, guys. I do have to do a shit maneuver. I will try to be quick, though.
All right,
Sorry.
cool. All right.
Okay.
Yeah, go take that. And Anastasia does take a poster. All right.
Anastasia's chilling outside, for the
Yeah.
record.
Okay, fair enough. All right. So you're at this house now. What do you guys want to do?
Where did that woman go?
In here, I think.
Yeah, you saw her go into the house. Into the cabin.
But do we see her, like, through the windows?
Make an investigation check. Oh,
Hey!
okay.
I can
So
see everything!
yeah. So you
She can smell the DM itself.
you see before you several little figures and a giant person looking over you. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. So you look through the window and you are able to see inside. The inside is pretty lavish. There's like a beautiful like shag carpet. There's like lots of expensive furniture, and on this very expensive couch, you see how should we describe this? You see the gentleman from the posters, and you can see Yoon Jin in his lap.
Oh. Any other details?
They appear to be engaged, shall we say?
Okay.
Cayde, the oblivious dude, is just, what do you see?
Two individuals seem to be copulating on the couch in there.
Copy a what? I don't know big words.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's not disturb them. I passed my turn. Who else wants to do something?
Cayde peeks in real quick, still not knowing what the hell's going on.
Make an investigation check.
Ooh, I get advantage on those.
Yeah.
That is a 19.
Okay, so,
I see what she saw.
yeah, yeah.
Oh. He just says, oh, banging. Got it. Just backs away.
Yep.
Takes out a small notebook and writes down, copulating equals banging. Closes it up, puts it away. I learned a new word.
Elora just kind of shakes her head.
Oh my god, it's so much fun to play a low intelligence character after my cleric for so long. Like, he's senile, but he's at least smart, usually.
Yeah, so, I mean, you could try to disturb them if you want to.
Cayde is perfectly happy to just leave them the fuck alone.
Yeah.
yeah, Oran's got nothing.
right. Well, there are other cabins you could explore potentially. So what is your desire, friends?
Let me look around real quick.
I get a look at some of the pictures on these cabins. Let's see. Huh. What's that picture of the one on the top left of?
That's
Top
Christmas lights, right?
left. The top left, that is panels of a book is what I wanted to represent as that.
Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Oh.
So they're manga panels. The house is covered in manga panels.
Oh.
Yeah.
Got it.
Sadako?
I just have it on my worse resolution monitor
That's
with
fair.
my character sheet on my main good stuff. I should switch these around. Hold on. I don't need good resolution to see my AC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I guess at this point, before we make a big decision, should wait for Frost to get back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay. Alright, everybody take a quick BRB. Stretch your legs, take a piss break, get food or whatever.
I'm gonna turn on my fucking AC tower, because god damn it, it's too hot here. It's fucking November, it shouldn't be 70 degrees.
Well,
Mm.
it's global warming for you.
Specifically, the La Nina this year.
Mm.
Hot as fuck summer for the South.
Jesus.
Fucking bullshit.
Alright.
Yeah, I can't relate. It was
BRB.
54 degrees here today.
No,
Lucky.
Lucky! Alright, I'm BRBing real quick.
Okay, I'm back.
My
Oh, god
low
damn
isn't
it.
even 54. So
No,
we saw
I have to
people
piss out.
banging.
Alright, well, yeah, you guys can
BRB.
you guys can decide what you want to do. I'll be back in like 2 minutes.
So, Frost, you missed the voyeurism.
Oh, okay. Damn
we
it.
peeked in the house. They getting it on.
Oh my god!
On the fucking couch.
On the couch?
On the couch.
I cover Wilbur's eyes.
And Cayde learned the meaning of the word copulate.
Yeah.
He has a little notebook where he writes new words he learns, and in there currently the most recent entry is copulate equals banging.
Yes, we're all scholars here.
Cayde needs to get a word-a-day calendar. Though I doubt copulate would be on that.
Depends on the kind of calendar you get, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what? I need to look something up real quick. Hold on.
No,
NSFW word-a-day calendar.
Yo, let's go.
Does it exist?
I'm sure it does.
Why? I found something called the fucking 2025 calendar, a daily dose of zero fucks.
Okay.
Okay, it's not what I thought.
Yeah, no, I was like,
It's-
that sounds like
Hold on a second.
that sounds like something else. All right.
It's just all the days spell out, oh hell no. Instead of like the boxes, it's letters.
Oh,
Mm.
didn't we order a calendar?
it's coming.
Okay.
I aided it.
We got, what is it, ugly medieval
There's
cat.
a daily
Yeah.
swear word a day calendar.
You got an ugly medieval cats calendar.
Ooh.
It's on its way.
Please, I need pictures.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so we did some voyeurism. Good to know.
Yep.
Then I
Mhm.
guess we've decided to leave them to the raunchiness.
Yeah.
Where to next?
Well, Elora is interested in the bear trap house because
No.
she can always
Oh,
use
no.
a bear trap.
Hmm.
She kind of wants
alright.
to steal the bear trap.
All right.
Okay,
We can do a bit of voyeurism there.
do we really want to go to the house of likely the dude we just beat the absolute piss out of and got him thrown into some shadowy torture dimension?
We don't know if he went to the shadowy torture dimension.
I feel like you went to the shadowy torture dimension.
According to the old man, he probably went to the shadowy torture dimension, so...
I say now's the best time to go look at that house then.
Fair enough, let's go.
All right. So as you're approaching the house, are you attempting to be sneaky?
Nope.
I'm watching for my feet.
I am.
Okay. Anybody who is attempting to be sneaky, roll stealth.
I'll try to be stealthy. Try. Keyword.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Well,
Isn't that what... Oh, no, you rolled a 9 last time. Still...
yeah.
we're gonna blame that on Elle, screaming and flapping around excitedly.
I rolled a 16.
16. Okay.
Yeah.
So as you approach the house, the door opens, and
Oh, shit.
you see the trapper
I
open the
poof
door.
it.
And you can't see his exact expression because he's wearing that mask that has that same like sort of like toothy smile carved into it, but his posture is very rigid, and he's just kind of staring, and he goes in like this very low sort of rattly it sounds like he has like a very, very bad cold when he speaks. His voice is really low and raspy. What do you want?
Cayde ain't saying shit. He was iffy about going here from the start.
Damn it, we didn't prepare a script.
Yeah.
So you're not at the dark, shadowy place.
What?
Good to know. Nothing.
We killed you.
I told you we didn't kill him.
No, we definitely killed him.
He kind of
We
like
did stab him a bunch.
he kind of wheeze laughs a little bit at that as he's overhearing this conversation, and he goes, "Death ain't the end out here."
Been hearing a lot of
Clearly.
that.
That phrase is making me nervous.
So, no hard feelings?
He glares at Cayde.
Fair enough.
You attacked me while I was trying to leave y'all alone. Now that ain't
You
on.
came at us, motherfucker. Hold on now. I get right in his face.
Ooh.
Well, I hand Wilbur off to Elora and then I get in his face. Now,
Listen,
hold on. That's not how I remember things.
Oh boy.
listen, it ain't honorable if you attack a man while he's got his back turned.
You didn't have your back turned, sir.
I was walking away. I was willing.
My friend, hold on now. My friend got caught in your trap and you came at us. Telling me about back, turning your back on us. Excuse you.
That's just how those procedurals work. I come after you, it's my job.
But if you come after us, would it not go to follow that we come after you?
I'm so sorry for if you guys hear.
It's fine. Oh, I ain't angry about fighting. He kind of shrugs. It ain't no thing in the trials there. Fight, don't fight. It ain't the end all be all. What I'm more focused on is what kind of man, person, human, creature. He kind of like looks at Oran.
I'm glad you did that because Orin was about to say I am none of those things.
If someone is retreating, now for where I come from, it ain't super honorable to stab a man in the back.
Cayde pipes up. A dead enemy can't come back to try to kill you later.
If only I could die. That would make life a whole lot easier.
Is it? I'm sorry. Out of character, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Is it part of the song that's playing right now that there's like peeling sounds?
Yes.
Okay. It's like, what the
Bingo
fuck?
soundtrack as usual.
happening?
Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Sample the banana peel.
Okay.
Cayde's having a snack.
I mean, that's pretty valid.
Wish I had turned up the audio. Now I can hear it. Shit. I'm not gonna be able to ignore that.
Sorry.
All good.
I ask you again. Why are you here?
Followed the rude lady. Points at the rave house.
The rude lady.
He did not learn her name and he doesn't care to.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Oh yeah, her. He kind of like he like rolls his head around in a way that like indicates that he's rolling his eyes beneath the mask because you can't see his eyes.
I stare very deeply into his eye holes.
Oh, you are close.
I did say I was getting right up in his fucking
Yeah,
business.
Fair enough. So he kind of like
You're like 6.5 feet tall, so you're like on your tiptoes or some shit.
Yes.
yeah
You understand me.
he seems to actually finally notice how close you are to him, and he like looks down and he's like, well, can I help you, Foxface?
I don't know. Just felt comfortable here. Don't mind me. I'm slightly less poofed, but I'm still poofed up.
And he kind of like looks at you a little bit. He's like, all right. Seems a little bit awkward about it. He kind of like takes like a little bit of a step back just over his threshold.
Weaponized social anxiety. Go.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
5 points of psychic damage.
Slightly less poofed. I also back up a little.
Well, given from what you were talking about, I assume you talked to one of the others about what happens around here. The rules.
Cayde points at the patrolling man, the death singer. He's like, yeah, gave him some whiskey in exchange. He explained everything.
And Trapper kind of looks over his shoulder and he puts his head in his hand and he's like shaking his head like a disappointed dad. Of course. He's always in it for a drink, that one.
Hey, it's good stuff.
Can't argue with you there.
If you don't mind my saying, you seem to speak rather eloquently. Does everyone here talk like that?
Calling the DM out for the way they speak.
No, it's not that. I have a thought process that I'm going down.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, because isn't his like mouth, if I remember the character model correctly, like pretty fucked up?
I mean, he is rasping. He sounds like I can't like do that voice for very long because I'll lose my voice.
All right, let me
Yeah, or am I misremembering the fact? So his mouth isn't like. Hold on, I'm looking at a better picture.
His mouth's like not stitched up. Like he can speak.
Oh yeah, I got a better picture of it now. What I thought was like a mutilated mouth is just the mask.
Yeah,
Got it. Never mind.
He's got
Ignore
the
me.
mask underneath. Yeah, so he kind of like. So if I were to kind of like do his voice for a little bit, it would sound kind of like. This
poor choice of words. I had a thought process I was going down, but is there an individual here that's missing their lower jaw?
Oh,
Good question.
What's in it for me if I tell you about him?
Kid, you have whiskey.
Yeah, looking at Cayde.
reaches in and reaches.
We can't whore out Cayde every time. Come on now.
He just looks in his face like, whiskey or wine?
You're gonna need a persuasion. He does not like you.
Can I actually
I'm not trying to persuade him. I'm just asking him which he prefers.
borrow your partner?
That'd be persuasion.
Or is it me?
Fair enough.
Yeah, he doesn't trust you to take it. Is what I'm trying to get at.
Let's see, persuasion. Do I have? I do not have proficiency. Fuck. That is a 15.
Oh, okay. He kind of like raises an eyebrow and slowly reaches for the whiskey bottle. I'll take this.
Cayde is like, God damn it. Okay. He just like, nope, I'm good.
So he takes the whiskey bottle and kind of like peers into it while swirling it around. He gives it a sniff.
It burns. That shit is hellfire in a bottle.
Yeah, he kind of like it sits it back like whoa.
He tears up.
Yeah, he's like this stuff is.
I turned to Cayde. You better save the rest of that for us, motherfucker.
I got plenty of wine and I got some real fucked up stuff. Don't worry, I got you.
Okay.
I can make more too.
He
Let's
takes
go.
like a little sip of it and kind of like.
Light work, no reaction.
Cayde goes, if that's too much for you, I got a flask I can fill up for you.
No, I'm good. All right. The blight. And he's like, he looks around, he goes, you better come inside. So he steps away from the door and leads you inside.
What a delightful home. It's cooking veggies. That's a beautiful backsplash.
Damn, baby girl's got taste.
That really nice indented shelf there. Cast iron skillets, he's got taste. He's got 2 of them? God damn, his grandma must be proud of his ass.
This is suspiciously like the cabin we were in before.
Listen.
Hey, shut up.
Okay, so this cabin interior is quite sparse. There's only like a very small kitchen. It doesn't look exactly like that. There's a fireplace, there's like a table with some chairs around it, and there's a stairway going up. You can see on the table, he's kind of turned this like eating table into like a work table. There's a bunch of like traps on it, bear traps. Some of them are broken, some of them are fixed, some of them are bloody. And he's got like a bunch of like screws and stuff that are kind of and tools for like working on them. The kitchen is very dirty and does not look to be used. There's like dust and cobwebs. The fireplace is going though, and there's like a singular like rocking chair that looks very old, like it could break any second if you sat on it, just like sitting in front of the fire. There's like some animal skin rugs on the floor, like there's a bear, and there's like a deer head on the wall.
I take my son Wilbur back from Elora and I say thank you for watching him.
Yeah, let me give Elora.
Sorry, I kind of threw him at you, but
Let me give Elora.
I trusted you the most since we are the animal embassy. Anyways.
There's 2 Eloras.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you your new token.
Oh shit.
Oh.
There we go. All right. So, he kind of like goes inside and over to the table. He pushes some of the stuff away so that there's like a little bit of a place to sit, and he kind of like gestures at it like sit if you want. Like he doesn't really care what happens.
I go over, but I don't sit down.
Okay.
Cayde walks over, but does sit right next to where she's standing.
I will also not sit down.
Like a very annoyed cat, I knock over. I push a bear trap off of the table.
It clatters to the floor in this like loud clang, and
It makes Cayde jump a bit.
yeah. Trapper kind of looks at you, and like
Don't
lets
mess
out like
with
a. Sorry.
Don't mess with a man's tools like that.
He lets out like a very like exhausted sounding sigh.
Oh, dude.
That ain't no man, Oran.
I mean, neither am I.
I boop him on the nose. It's not what I meant.
Nose boop. I can't.
Roll for boop attack.
He puts the whiskey in like on the kitchen counter, and then like walks back into the main room. Why do you want to know about the blight?
Well, he's the first one that we ran into here, and I think he killed us.
Well, that sounds about right.
I'm not a fan of the way you said that.
Dragged his ass through fire and he still didn't die. Bullshit.
Oh yeah, he's
Yeah, we did things to him that even Rakdos would blush at. Like,
well, I don't know what that is, but doesn't surprise me that he's not indestructible these days. He kind of
what?
He kind of begins to pace a little bit, like back and forth. Yeah. Don't know what's up with him, but something happened, and he became like that.
Do you know anything about the orange goop that he seemed obsessed with?
I know it's no good.
Huh. Gizmo, do you mind? Gizmo's head kind of like opens up, and the little sample of it comes out of his throat.
No. Is that... No, put it away.
He pukes it up.
Get that away from me.
Wow.
Gizmo
With
just
the
kind of
hairball.
shrugs. Ori kind of shrugs, looks at Gizmo and gives him a little nod and just kind of goes back into Gizmo's mouth.
Like, Trapper is, like, very confused by the whole, like, automaton thing, but he's, like... He, like, shudders a little bit, because he's, like, that stuff's trouble.
What are its effects?
What is it?
What did you say, Elora? Sorry.
What are its effects?
Oh. Well, I mean, you saw him, didn't you?
We saw him. We didn't know him before.
You think he came out of his mother looking like that?
I've seen uglier.
He kind of, like, looks Orin up and down and is like, I'm sure you have.
Damn oof.
Come on. And he, like, looks at Elora. I think you're smarter than you let on. Do you really think he came out of his mother looking like that monstrosity?
Well, no, but I don't think you came out of your mother looking the way you do either.
An egg.
Ooh, got him.
Trapper kind
And
of like...
obviously, you're not affected by the goo.
Trapper huffs
Well, we
the
don't know
laugh.
that. He didn't touch what Gizmo was spitting up.
Trapper kind of huffs a laugh. Well, that's a fair point, pretty lady.
I don't know what her looks have to do with this, but okay.
I'm using my claw to like scratch into the table, leaving scratch marks.
Okay. And Trapper kind of looks over at Anastasia and is like, you got a problem?
No, not at all.
All right then. I guess it
I'm
doesn't.
perfectly fine and not anxious.
Guess it doesn't matter that the table gets scratched up. He looks at Elora again. He's like, well, no, you're right. I didn't come out of my mother looking like this. It's an effect of... well, you don't need to know about all that.
Don't we?
No. I think we should know all about it.
Why should I talk to you? You're just gonna use it to... And he kind of like looks at Cayde and sneers, stab me in the back again.
Hey, said, a fight's a fight.
Nothing personal.
I'll tell you about the blight, but I'm not talking about myself.
Fair.
I don't know what exactly happened with him. And I don't want to know. All I know is that goo, that's trouble.
Anastasia remembers the pumpkin being thrown into the woods. I think it was Cayde?
Yeah,
I don't remember.
Cayde
Yeah.
fucking launched that shit.
Cayde eating a pumpkin.
Yeet.
Yeah, yeet. Yeah.
This bitch full. Yeet.
Yeah. Oren, what did the container of the goo look like?
Just kind of a blob of it that's inside Gizmo.
It's like a sealed... Is it a sealed container or was it open?
The container is Gizmo.
Okay, so it's just like fresh.
It's just kind of basically Gizmo's head went back like a Pez dispenser, and is like what you could reasonably approximate as a tongue came out, and there was just like a glob of it sitting on his tongue like honey.
Okay, I'm gonna need you to
Oh,
roll
so it wasn't in a vial or anything. He just
Well, he's an
okay,
automaton.
damn.
All right, I'm gonna need you to roll a sanity check, Oren.
Oh no.
It begins.
D20.
Yes, straight D20.
Cayde is ready to tackle him away from it if he sees anything sketchy.
Are you shitting me?
Okay, well,
Oh no.
you remember what that goo tastes like, and you remember that it was very good, and you will stop at nothing to eat it again.
Gizmo, would you please bring out the sample again?
Nope.
We're gonna have to wrestle him. Get him!
Cayde tackles him.
I tackle him
You,
too.
by the
Whole
way,
body
Oran,
flying.
you are so intent on eating this. You want it more than anything else in the world.
Gizmo, listen to Daddy.
Gizmo, don't listen to him.
Full flying tackle, lariat style, into his chest. Which I assume is an attack roll.
So yeah, you gotta
I'm just trying to
Orin,
grapple
you
him.
have, okay, so Orin, you have advantage against these two because you are so incensed.
I'm gonna roll
Oh,
a bite
God.
attack on Cayde.
He's yoked up.
Yeah, you
Hold
are
on, first,
so incensed to get
does a 13 hit?
13 does hit.
So I guess now it's a strength contest between the two of us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Orin has advantage.
That is a fucking natural 20.
Oh.
Oh.
The
Nice.
power on the war on drugs is on my side.
Yeah, you know what beats that?
23.
Oh. Well.
I try and grapple him.
We both rolled a natural 20.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So in that case, what's your strength?
16.
Holy shit, you
Holy
beat me.
shit.
Oh.
That is a yoked up boy. Oh fuck.
You're an artificer. Why do you have so much strength?
For things like
Lizard
this.
man.
I'm
Lizard
listening.
man.
Okay, so I'm not taking a feat next time I get one. I am just going straight strength bonus.
So.
Or taking grappler.
Yeah, so if you're trying to grapple him, I think that's a dex save, but you have advantage. on
No,
that.
that was the strength contest. He won.
Oh, yeah, I was talking about,
I got
think
my ass thrown off of him.
Oh, yeah. Anastasia, were you trying to grapple him?
Yeah, I'm trying to restrain him.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and do this. It's strength versus dex, I think. It's grappling.
So what am I rolling?
You're rolling strength, he's rolling dex.
Oh, I'm rolling dex?
Yes.
Son
Wait,
of a
did you
fucking
just try to...
No, well, alright,
I
11.
rolled a 9.
Okay, well, 11 beats that, so he, yeah, Orin has knocked both of you now off, in his quest to get the, goo, which I assume is probably out of...
Fuck.
Which
Yeah,
I assume is...
Gizmo's sitting there with his head back like a fucking Pez dispenser.
Yeah, so,
Cayde shouts out, Gizmo, hide the drugs!
I will do something ballsy, I think.
oh.
I'm going to draw one of my short swords and hold it up to Orin's throat.
Oh.
Elora getting shit done again.
Move, and I will slaughter you where you stand.
Relatable content.
I mean, like, you really want this thing. You want nothing more than to eat that. So, it's up to you how you handle this. So, alright.
Bite the sword or bite me?
Yes.
Would this be initiative?
I really
I don't want to be the boss.
Yeah, I really do not want to make you guys fight each other.
Fair
I'm
enough.
gonna fight the sword.
Okay. Fight
Okay.
the sword.
Cayde is going to kind of mirror him, but bite his hand until it draws blood, and is going to cast the Blood Curse of Binding. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Don't you also have like armored skin though?
All my armored skin does is give me my AC is actually 13, not 11. But I don't think that actually matters.
If it means
Yeah,
it
all my
means so.
armored hide does is give me a base 13. Oh no, it is 11 because my dexterity. No, that's charisma. Never mind. What is my
Also,
dexterity?
you bit the sword,
Fine.
so take
14.
half damage.
Yeah, all
you
my
did-
You still
armored.
got
So my armor
you still
class
gotta
is
do the
14.
dexterity saving throw.
Yes.
That
Alright.
is that just this?
Yeah.
Move.
What the actual fuck, man?
Oh.
I took
I can't
damage
roll
for
well
nothing.
against my
Yeah.
enemies, but against my
Oh, shit.
friends.
Oh no!
Hold on, how much damage did I give myself doing this?
Oh,
He's got a
no.
contingency
Fuck.
plan for all of us.
Okay, so wait, what happens with the sword?
I bite it.
You bite it.
And take half damage from that because you bit it.
Okay, so
D6?
do I roll for that or
Yeah. Roll for the damage. And
Okay.
like have it.
okay?
So am I just rolling?
No, not that. Hold on.
Wait, is she taking half damage from my bite or from her sword?
No, you take damage from biting the sword because you bit
Oh,
the
I'm
sword,
taking
right?
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
You gonna need to see a dentist later.
Yeah. You.
So you're gonna roll the damage, and then I will take half of it.
Damn it, I'm
Yeah.
reminded I got making a
Yeah, 'cause you
dexterity.
don't have to roll to
Fuck.
hit. He hit you.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I need to double check what my damage die is.
So
D6.
my armored hide isn't on the inside.
Is it D6?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's a D6.
If it's a short sword, it's a D6.
Yes. Okay. Piercing damage. Alright. 4.
So
I
that
take
would be 2.
Two.
Yeah.
2 damage.
All right. Yeah, you got your tongue a little slashed.
Oh, plus your dexterity modifier.
Oh. It's nothing.
God damn it.
So, Trapper is watching all of this go down, and he's shaking his head, and he goes,
He's like, what the
That-
fuck did I invite inside my house?
"Yeah." He's like, "That is what the goo does."
I yell out to Oran, Oran, we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Pick which one. And I fucking
Hey, Dan.
stance up.
Cayde stands up behind him.
I will do whatever I want.
Oh yeah, he already
Cayde
did it.
jumps up behind him and he's like, I think that was the hard way, and tries getting him in a headlock.
I mean, if he's got it,
didn't work the first time, but let's think it'll happen next time.
yeah,
Fuck
he's
you.
got it in his mouth. I think you're gonna have to try to get him to spit it out if that's what you want to do.
So, let's see, that'd be a strength check, I guess.
Yeah. Strength versus strength.
That is
I still have advantage, or am I rolling normally?
You still have advantage. You really want to swallow this thing.
Oh, shit. That first time I forgot to take into account I had proficiency in strength check. Okay, I'm ignoring that. So I add that extra bit. So that is a 18.
Get fucked.
Yeah, Oran swallows it. That is definitely swallowing it.
I am going to dox this fucking website.
What's he swallowing?
Yeah, I'm
the
Sword.
got
goo.
a sword in my mouth.
Oh wait, you were swallowing the sword? I didn't know you were swallowing the
No,
sword.
I wasn't. I was.
Oh yeah, you're swallowing the goo. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so
This,
yeah, you
this is
swallow
a
that.
strength save against Cayde putting you in a headlock.
Yes.
Yeah,
So I'm just gonna kind
May
of
I have a turn?
throw my
Yes,
head back
go
and
ahead.
like into your face.
Okay. Would you say that Oran swallowed this shit yet?
Yes, he did.
He has? Fuck. Okay.
Oren, now that it's gone and out of your system, make another sanity check. Or now it's gone out of your sight.
All we're gonna be better.
Should
No
have summoned
advantage,
my
just a
fucking bear
normal.
spirit.
Okay. Yep. All right. So you are fine now that it's in your system. You're fine now.
Cayde is like, I have idea. Orin, he reaches into his bag
Oh no.
and pulls out an unmarked bottle of clear liquid.
Oh!
Big gulp. Now.
Big gulp?
Big gulp. He is very insistent.
What? Wait, what?
Do it.
No, start over. What?
Cayde is holding up a clear bottle of clear liquid and holding it out to you, saying, "Drink quick."
I'm going to smell it. Is that what do we want to call it? Investigation?
Yeah. Investigation. Yeah. I don't know what this liquid is, so I'm gonna have Solo tell you or Cayde tell you.
It's alcohol.
17. Yeah.
It's strong
Orin-
alcohol.
Warren takes a sniff of the bottle and just kind of
It
shakes
burns.
his head and looks away. Like, no, I don't drink.
Fixed it. It ain't for you to get drunk. It's so you puke up that goddamn goo.
You've got another easy choice or a hard choice?
I mean, I've won every
I've made-
strike check against both of you.
I would say at this point you no longer have advantage.
Yeah. No, you don't have advantage anymore. You are no longer incensed.
I've had
just saw
Wilbur
you
throw up
wait-
things. I will
Cayde
have
has
it
just
happen to
seen you
you.
eat that shit.
I'm gonna
He's
back
making
up,
you throw up.
go closer to Gizmo, and I'm gonna kind of just slowly reach into my jacket and pull out my returning knife.
Oh.
You'd really rather stab me than throw up.
Come on, bro.
You
Use
stay
that
over
rational
there,
mind.
and I will stay over here, and everything will be fine.
He talks like he
You do you, and I'll do me, and we won't do each other, probably.
Okay, Cayde is gonna do something he never does. He is going to reason.
Oh, okay.
Listen, you like saying how smart you are. You just
am.
fought. You just fought us to eat something that is obviously addictive and could lead you to looking like the goddamn dude without a lower jaw. Is it really smart to fight getting that shit out of your system? Which I assume is a persuasion check of some sort.
Yes.
No, I'm honestly gonna give that one to you, and Orange just
Okay.
gonna slowly put his knife back.
And hold up the bottle. Drink. 3 big gulps.
1.
2.
2.5.
He grumbles, but he grabs the bottle.
The pursuit of knowledge isn't worth anything if you
Drink.
turn into an insane person. Well, an insane, incoherent person, at least.
And just huge gulp down the hatch.
That shit is almost pure. It is basically the highest proof you can get before it turns to straight poison.
Trapper points to the kitchen and goes, "Go there. Do not throw up on my floor."
Throw up on the floor.
Drags Orin over to the sink.
Yeah.
All right, close your eyes and 3, 2, 1. Smacks him in the stomach real quick.
It's for your own good.
And cue vomiting.
Okay.
Everything comes up and it burns coming up.
Yeah. You
Oh,
do
no.
see.
Sweet, more of that goo. No.
Stop.
Yeah, so there you see all of the goo. It has not been digested yet. So it is
Fascinating.
thick and
Gizmo, take a
viscous.
sample.
Yep. Drags him away from the sink. Nope. We are not having this
You
again.
stop
Because next fight we do this, I'm stabbing you.
Oh no.
Ooh,
But
okay.
just like sits him down at the table. Sit.
There's a less than 0 chance that
He then sits down next to him and is like, I don't like being the responsible one. Takes the bottle back and takes a quick swig of it. Ugh. Tightens it back up, puts it back in his bag.
I let Oran drink from my water skin. You look a little dehydrated there, bud. You look like you just threw up half your body weight.
Yeah.
He's like, "Yeah, I would hope it did that. The shit is made out of stuff from a cursed swamp."
So I turn back to Trapper
Hmm.
and I say, so what is it?
He shakes his head. He's like, "You're asking the wrong person. I don't know anything about that. I don't want to.
So
All
do
I
we need
know."
to ask?
Hmm. He kind of thinks a little bit. Well, I would say the blood himself, but I doubt you're gonna get anything coherent out of him.
Fuck that.
He none of us here want anything to do with it. Best guess. He kind of shrugs. He's like, well, you could try the old lady. Or if that's even what she is anymore.
In the tent?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Granted, she's pretty far gone herself, but she and Adiris are the ones who are closest to. And he kind of looks up.
Ominous.
Be right back. Piss maneuver.
All right, cool.
Continue without me.
Yeah.
Catch me up when I get back.
I gotta use the bathroom too.
All right, we got 2 people going for a piss maneuver.
Group piss break.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's the information.
Okay.
Oh, I found it.
I think
I
Jen
wanna-
found something, guys. Sorry.
I want to wait till those 2 come back actually before I shell out more questions.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah. I'm gonna take a drink. I am thirsty.
Thirsty.
So thirsty. My all this talking about piss and stuff and golden goo. My Gatorade is yellow. I am drinking Girardi. Wait, I don't think I want to say that.
I'm back and I heard Girardi. What I missed?
Yeah, I was just saying. I was just saying that my my Gatorade is yellow.
I mean, just get a mason jar and.
We do have mason jar cups. I really could be.
Oh shit! Cosplay a prop idea.
Yeah, there you go. I really could be Girardi. God. Oh no.
Oh, I cry.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I have bad idea.
Oh no.
Yellow Gatorade in sugar glass mason jars and throwing it at people.
Oh no.
Throwing them at strangers.
Yeah, I was more planning my friends because there's a wooded area near where I live, so.
Florida man throwing piss jars.
Georgia
In this
man.
case, Georgia Woodman.
Yeah.
Close enough to Florida. The thing is, we don't have the same transparency laws, so our shit doesn't get in the papers unless it's Georgia State Patrol doing some Batman shit.
Oh, shit.
Atlanta is literally just Gotham City, but instead of the Batman, we have the Georgia State Patrol. And I don't know which is worse, is better at giving blunt force trauma.
Lamau.
Yeah, the only thing that's sad about us doing this digitally is that you don't get to see my funky little DM rolls that I make behind the screen.
I mean, if you want to scare the shit out of us, just like put a exclamation point in one of the chats every time you do.
Just roll a fuckload of dice. Whoa, whoa,
Right,
whoa,
yeah.
whoa, 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 whoa.
I have done that for zero reason before.
I'm just fidgeting with my dice, guys. Calm down.
Just to mess with people, I once rolled 2 D100s at once.
Oh.
There was no reasoning to it. I just rolled them. Didn't do anything for the campaign. Scared the shit out of my players, though.
Yeah. I'm trying to decide where I should put. Maybe I'll just make a separate channel.
Make one called Rolls of Doom That You Do Not See, or some shit like that.
I do like Rolls of Doom.
The Unseen Threats.
I do like Rolls of Doom. I'm going with that one. There we go. So, I'll put an exclamation point for the last one that we did.
Brennan is taking a long time to take a
Well,
piss.
do we want to just ask the questions and then catch them up?
Yeah, I'd say do it.
Okay. I pull out the poster that I ripped off of the RGB house.
Okay.
I assume the dude is on the poster.
Yes.
I point at him and I'm like, can you tell me and can you tell us about this guy and his very obnoxious house? But more about the
Excuse
guy
me.
and not the obnoxious house.
So, Trapper's kind of just like...
So, besides what we've already observed.
Trapper's just kind of like...
Like him and the rude lady.
Trapper just kind of like shakes his head. Those two... They came here together. I wasn't expecting them to, be together, if you catch my drift.
I'm back.
Things get lonely in the fog, I suppose. I put the poster away.
Him, though, loud, disrespectful, obnoxious, head so far up his own ass, he could smell his own shit. What else is there to say about somebody like that?
I'm just gonna fill Brendan in real quick. Anastasia asked, about the guy in the RGB house. And, Trapper said that they came here together. Yeah.
I actually had one last question, and then I'm gonna fuck out of here. Who are the other hunters, as I call them? The gift, Sylvie.
Yeah. The RGB house.
The RGB house. Who are the other hunters that live here?
Well. Don't know all their names, but we know most of what she calls them. We got...
I
He
pull
kinda-
out my diary and my my pencil.
So he walks to the window and is kind of just like pointing at the different cabins. He points to the one with the tribal mask on the outside. Wraith lives there. He points to the toy chest house. The twins, they live there. He points to the house with the little like symbol monkey on the outside. That's the clown.
I'm like stupidly close to him, by the way.
He does not mind. And he points to the like house covered in paper. Skull Merchant, she calls herself. There are two houses with like different like Japanese inspired things. He points to the one with the lantern on the outside. Her name I do know. Her name's Rin. She lives there. And then her grandfather lives at the other house. Caleb's got a house on the far edge of the forest, and there's a girl who lives at the other house, the one that's really close to the tree line. I don't see her much, though.
Oh, thank you for the information. I think we best be going.
I nod my head. Close my book.
Well, I hope I don't see you in the trials, but if I see you around, maybe. He kind of looks at Anastasia a little bit. I like your mask.
The church is lying.
Oh, damn it, Trent, shut the fuck up! I give him the side
Oran
eye.
leans over. I think he likes you.
I shove
You're at
him.
the table, so you're yelling it across the room.
That's true. That's so fucking
That's
funny.
even funnier. I think he likes
Love
you.
you.
Oh my god, he's still drunk from the good shit.
Elora, did I do that right?
I scratch my neck. I've stayed too long here.
All right. So
Oran and Anna like best bickering combo actually.
I actually love that.
Cayde is just snickering. He's like, I was gonna do that.
Alrighty then. So y'all are going back outside?
Yep.
Alright.
I make haste.
Cayde is it. Cayde is just saying there, like, so. Aside from the thirst, do we have any reason to stick around here, or should we go back to wherever the hell the other place is?
We should talk to the woman in the tent again about the goo.
Assuming she can, because Mass Dude was kind of iffy on whether or not she's in the right state of mind to speak.
Well, what other option do we have?
Leaving.
Oh, there's that.
Letting the fog consume us. But I don't want the fog to consume us.
No.
It does seem like literally a place filled with people who are just going to try to kill us later.
Yes.
So
But did you not understand that there's a game here?
yeah, that involves stabbing.
Yes.
Stabbing isn't fun, even if you can't truly die from it.
But when we're here, we don't need to fight them. We can get information and maybe get out of here.
Hey, just listen, I know I'm not smart. I'm working under the assumption I don't know all the rules to this game. So,
But we can find them out, can't we?
we can try, but for future reference, I have no more whiskey to bargain with. So, my stash is off the table for bargaining right now.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
I also declare the stash to be off the table. We could try to get intel on the other hunters here. See what they're... how's the best way to describe it? See, that old grandpa over there has got a gun. I assume he uses this during the trials, and, you know, the man we just talked to uses traps. I'm saying we should perhaps learn what other hunters' kits are. What they be doing.
What could we tell from the lady in the temple then? What could she do, do you think? I think she had some metal on her fingers, but I'm not sure if that was really a weapon.
She was rotting from the outside.
Fair enough.
Could infect you with ligma.
What's ligma?
Ligma balls.
Just looks down. Do you even have those?
Oh my god.
Anyway, maybe the best course of action is to split up.
Split up and do what exactly? I don't want to be separated if the fog takes us. Hey, no more heroes mentioned.
You can gain intel. I can learn what the goo is about, and these two fine gentlemen can do whatever the hell they want.
Okay.
The classic splitting the party.
Yeah, I know it's always a bad idea, but I feel like that's what we're trying to do here.
It does be. To be fair, we're working under the assumption that these people will
I'm not
actually
saying
want to tell us shit.
I'm not saying we should talk to them. I'm saying we do some spying. Some recreational investigating, if you will.
The shotgun turrets are really good.
Fair enough. Just hoping it doesn't violate whatever rules there are.
Hey, if it does, we'll find out later.
Fine.
I turn to Oran. What are you thinking?
And
I'm
are
sure
you
you're
still
not
drunk?
thinking. I'm sure you're not thinking, possibly thinking about learning more about the ooze, right?
And goes towards the booze bag.
I think splitting up in an area where I'm familiar with is not the wisest idea.
Yeah. I'm not too privy on splitting up either. We could go back to the campsite. Collect our thoughts there. Even though we're
True.
doing it right now.
That might be our best bet.
Yeah.
Jesus, man, they oh,
All right.
And actually get a night's sleep.
Alright. Roll your history checks to see if you remember the way back.
Oh shit.
The history.
Fuck!
Finally, you have a bad roll, but at the worst fucking time, man.
Okay.
Oh shit, I get an advantage. Why the hell do I have advantage on history?
That's intelligent.
I don't get this class. I'm not gonna question it, But okay, that is a 14.
I rolled a 14 as well.
Okay,
You're
Elora,
very
rolled a
historical.
I rolled a 15, but I have a -1.
So, all of you except Oran remember the way back.
Because he's still drunk from the booze. Let's drag him.
Yeah, he's probably a little bit messed up right now. Either
The
that or
dude
he
basically
wasn't.
drank ingestion-safe nail polish remover.
Either that or he wasn't paying. Either that or he wasn't paying attention while they were walking, which is fair. Considering we know Oran. All right. So you return to the campfire.
Shimmy yeah, shimmy yeah, shimmy yeah. Tra la la la. Ooh.
All right, drag
What the
your
fuck?
tokens.
I do not see my token.
Yeah, our tokens are
Oh, okay.
gonzo.
All right. Well, I will
Oh my
drag your
God.
tokens then.
The entity took them.
Give me 1 second. I'm just gonna set this up.
Yeah, no.
I'll set up your tokens and then we'll set the scene here. Gonna have to. I think it's because I set the profile picture and you didn't. That the profile picture that this like token belongs to no one by default. That's why you couldn't move it before. So that's a problem. Anyway. All right. So, as you return, upon returning to the familiar light of the campfire, you realize you are not alone. A beautiful young elf sits tending the fire. Her long, thick hair is the color of warm cream, her skin like molasses. She has a long dress the color of a young onion that falls around her ankles and hangs off her delicate shoulders. She is tall and slender, more legs than torso, and her hair is adorned with various flowers and vines in all colors. On her head are 2 antlers from a stag, fashioned into a headpiece that rests just beyond her messy bangs. With her is a strange, dragon-like creature the size of a horse that looks vaguely cervine, with a flowy, almost dreadlock-like mane and tail. 3 horns adorn its head, 2 that branch off of its head and 1 that sits on its forehead, like a unicorn's horn. Its scaly belly is a grassy green color, the scales on its back a mixture of spring green and gold. It nuzzles the elf and she smiles, reaching up to pet it. She looks up at your intrusion and smiles. "Hello, weary travelers. You must be exhausted. Please, sit with me a while." As she shifts, you can see a brilliantly polished silver flute carved with intricate vine-like designs tied to the belt around her waist.
I tried to pet the beast.
Okay, roll animal handling for me.
Yes, ma'am. Son of a fucking fuck.
I assume that didn't
12.
go well. Okay, yeah, so the beast, lowers, its head. How are you approaching?
I approach slowly and, I hold my hand out.
Okay, so, the beast slowly, moves forward and sniffs your hand. And upon finding nothing, offensive, it lifts its head kind of regally and tosses it. Yeah, it's kind of like, it kind of tosses its head a little bit and, then lowers its head again and gives your hand, like, a little, like, I don't know how to describe it, but, like, you know how, like, when horses, like, feed, they kind of do that, like, little, like, mouthing thing against the hand? That's what they do. That's what it did.
I assume that's a positive reaction?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I pet him on he knows.
Yeah, he kind of, like, tilts into your hand and, makes a kind of, like, strange sound. It sounds like a musical instrument that's played somewhat off. So it has,
fuck yeah.
Yeah, so it has, like, a twang to it that you might recognize from, like, you know, an instrument that's, like, being played out of tune.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Cade steps up a bit, and as he's walking around, he looks and notices the other two people that were here before are gone. So, I guess the others went on their way already?
Oh, were there others here? When I returned here, it was quiet. There was no one here.
2 others. Can't remember their names. I'm horrible with names.
I think
Like
there were 3
Cayde.
others.
Yes.
Not the point, but
Yeah. Oh, they must have been other survivors. It's possible they were pulled into a trial.
mm,
Do you know anything about these trials?
She smiles. I do. I have not been in them myself. I walk above them.
What does that mean?
Cade immediately stops, and his eyes do not leave her. Full alert.
Well, how do I begin to explain? Do you know a man who calls himself the Observer?
No.
You may have seen his symbol. It
The
is...
eye?
Yes. Yes, I believe you have been chosen by him, just as I was chosen long ago.
Long ago. How long have you been here?
Time here is strange, but she kind of like looks at her lap sadly. It has been long enough that my friends, my companions, my tribe, my family, they have all passed.
rip.
Elora is very understanding of this because her well, I'll maybe disclose that later. But she's very understanding of this. And starts to feel a little bit of a kinship towards this elf.
So the elf kind of leans forward towards Elora, kind of seeing the emotion on her face, and she kind of like reaches out her hand and like just like the most gentle of touches, like on your knee, on Elora's knee, and she says, "I can see that your heart also hurts from loss. I'm so sorry."
Okay, I'm called out. JK.
So, are we dead?
She kind of laughs. "Do you feel dead?" I mean, I don't know very many healing spells, but I can try.
I mean, is this the afterlife?
No, it's not. You are all very much alive.
So, is there a way to get back to where we were?
That is a hard question, and depends on a lot of different things. The Observer is the one who is the most knowledgeable about this realm and how to get in, how to get out. I sometimes believe that he came here on purpose.
Where can we find this observer?
Oh, she she reaches into her bag and pulls out a letter and hands it to Elora. He did tell me to give you this. So the way that I travel is probably going to be a little bit different than the way you can travel. You see, I am a creature of the Feywild, so I have the ability to walk between the realms and the different levels of this one as well. But I believe you will have to go through, shall we say, the long way?
Okay, I would like to read the letter.
Okay, so the letter is written in the same, like, familiar script from the other letters that you have seen.
I'll read it out loud, too.
Okay, and it says, I am not sure how, but the crows act as her eyes. They are not so much alive as they are devices like my Oris for her to watch the trials and all that goes on around her. Wherever there are crows, there she also is. So mind yourselves well, for her eyes can hide in shadow as if it were second nature. You may not be as alone as you think. And the letter is signed with the same eye-like symbol.
So the observer and this entity are two different things?
Yes, you could say they are in opposition to each other.
You said the observer chose us. Why would an observer choose someone?
I think he saw something in you that no one else that has come here has. Whether it be ability or spirit or that he simply likes you. I think you all have stories to tell, and I think he wants to see them told.
So which one of them brought us here? Was it the entity or the observer?
Oh, that would be the entity. She takes. I would say the observer gives.
Hmm.
Oh, but where are my manners? My name is Isabella, and this here, and she pats her companion. This is Almas.
My name is Elora. Nice to meet you.
Cayde, it's a pleasure.
Let this be known that this is the first time Elora has ever introduced herself to somebody.
Hey!
Hey!
Progress in socialization.
Anastasia, and then I squish Wilbur and Wilbur.
Oh, what a beautiful little possum.
I put him on the ground and let him scurry.
Wilbur immediately goes over to Abella and greets her as if he's known her all his life.
Aww.
Abella happily, like, picks him up and kind of, like, lifts him, like, a little, like, kind of like in a half, like, Lion King pose, like, over her face and kind of, like, nuzzles his little nose and she, like, makes little, like, baby talk noises at him.
He loves it.
Oh, yeah, he's eating it up.
I spoil that boy too much.
He kind of she puts Wilbur down and kind of like reaches out her hand and Elle flies off Elora's shoulder and onto Bella's hand. And she reaches into her pack and pulls out some like little like raw bits of meat and feeds Elle.
She's
Elle.
passed the vibe check.
Yeah. Oh, Elle. I believe it is the elven word for hawk, correct?
Yes.
An apt name for such a beautiful creature. And she kind of like lifts her hand up and Elle kind of like alights back on Elora's shoulder.
Hey, we can't forget Gizmo now.
Oh yeah,
Anastasia does count Gizmo as like a companion.
Gizmo.
Worthy of the same respect as Elle and Wilbur, of course.
yes.
Kind of trots over. Hold on. Where is he?
You're lizard folk of some kind. I haven't encountered many of you.
Vichina.
I'm
Kind
not.
of mutters.
I'm sure it's a worthy tribe. She like doesn't know what that means.
Here's
Um.
Gizmo's eyes light up. And I'm Gizmo. Hello.
Oh, you can speak. Are you a
I've been programmed with 12,000 various languages.
Wow. You're a construct of some kind, are you not?
Correct.
Oh, fascinating. I haven't come across many of you either. The Feywilds, you see, the Fey Queen is a bit afraid of iron, so I haven't seen many of your kind either, but it's wonderful to see one of you and to meet you.
Thank you. I'm built out of Mizium and broken dreams.
Oh,
At least he's honest.
Jeez.
at least the broken dreams part I can understand all too well. She kind of like looks at her lap sadly.
Oran's grumbling over on the bench, and he pulls out his notebook.
He's experiencing.
He's scratching something out and then rewriting.
Oh.
Hold on.
Cayde is just like, Lizard Man, do you need more drink?
I think he's experiencing a Category 5 hangover.
Do I?
Oh, do you have drink?
How do I
Abella's interested.
strike through?
No.
He looks at her, pulls out one of the wines and pours it into a small wooden cup on his hip. Not the whole bottle, don't worry. Hands it over to her.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. She kind of like takes it and takes a sip. Oh, this is wonderful.
It's fortified wine.
Ooh.
All this shit is strong as it can be.
This is wonderful. I fear if I drink too much, I will get drunk, though. She kind of laughs a little.
Or man.
Thank you very much. My mama made it.
Here, I will share with you as well. And she reaches into her pack and pulls out, like, full rations, but they're, like, it's like the most beautiful food you've ever seen. Like, there's these little tea cakes with, like, you know, intricate fondant decorations on them.
Is that a food from the Feywild?
Roll. Let's see, what would I roll?
Cayde is already eating.
No!
Roll history on it.
Okay. Oh
And
no.
she like you know, and so she and it's like it's very beautiful food. Like this, like there's like little sandwiches that are just like, you know, perfectly made. There's
I rolled a
like
2.
okay, well the food seems safe to you. And there are like you know, it's beautiful basically. There's like all this like intricately beautiful food. But it's packaged in like, you know, ration-sized rations.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Oh.
What was her name again?
Abella.
Abella? Okay.
32 to
Is that her true name? Sorry, silly DM question.
It is, yes.
Yeah.
She's not a fairy.
Oh, she's an elf, right?
Yes, she's a
Oh,
type.
okay.
She's a type of elf. She's a Ladrian.
Okay.
They're like elemental elves.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about me being weird about fucking
No.
names again.
Honestly, it's fine. I understand. She's from the Feywild and stuff, so I understand. But yeah, it just above game, the food is safe. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not like fairy food. It's safe.
Okay.
It's just beautiful.
Very pretty.
Yeah. So she like, you know, she kind of like spreads out this like, you know, little mini feast of food. Please help yourselves.
Cayde's already eating.
Yeah.
He's like, mmm.
I will
meat,
take
but damn
some and
good.
store it for later.
Yeah, so yeah, she's
I'll also keep it for later.
yeah. So yeah, she's allowing you to like take it. So, yeah. So Abella kind of looks around the campfire and she goes, "How did you all come here, if you don't mind me asking?"
Could you repeat that? Sorry.
Uh, how did you all come here, if you don't mind me asking?
I was just patrolling the swamp one day, walked into a fog cloud, and poof, here, weird stuff, and then, died. Sort
Oh.
of. Still figuring that shit out.
The realm can be confusing sometimes.
Make my brain hurt. He just, sadly nibbles on the food.
She kind of giggles a little bit. She definitely finds Cayde amusing.
Confusion does not do good for Cayde.
I was taking shelter in a train car that was in the middle of a forest. And then I woke up.
A train? Abella doesn't know what that is.
Okay. I try to describe it. Well, you see, you get on it, and then it's like a big box, right? And those boxes are on a very long rectangle, and they go on that. If that makes any sense.
A box and a rectangle.
An empty box.
An empty.
Mm-hmm.
There is
Box.
smoke coming out of Cade's ears.
Yeah, like Abella has no idea what this is. She's imagining a cardboard box.
Wilbur, do charades for this person.
Wilbur starts moving his paws around.
He just plays dead.
Yeah.
Wilbur starts
But in the most over-the-top dramatic way possible. Full spin, hand over eyes, falls back.
So
He's a very theatrical boy.
So as Abella is as Wilbur is trying to let's see.
Be Wilbur.
Yeah. Let's see. There we go. Can I not make... Anyway, Abella casts Speak with Animals on Wilbur. And for the first time, you can hear Wilbur actually chattering. So you can't hear what he's saying, but he's
Oh no.
he's chattering to her, and Abella's listening and nodding and kind of and she goes, "Oh yes, I think I sort of understand. Some of the larger cities that I've heard of have such mechanical constructs to move around. Where I'm from, we mostly ride horses or other beasts of burden."
I think they're facing you guys.
Where I originally come from, we either walk or also ride horses, but I was far from home at that point.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that you
No,
left
it's okay.
home.
I left home on purpose.
Oh, I see. A bit of an adventure. Well, I suppose I should tell you how I got here. And she kind of clears her throat. So she tells you, actually I'll be the storyteller. So, she kind of clears her throat a little bit and she stares into the fire. She goes, my friends and I were summoned to the court of the Fae Queen. We were tasked with, let's see, I have to look at the bio. We were sent out to look into some disappearances near a rift between the Feywild and the Unseelie Court. When we got there, a monstrous spider-like creature crawled out of the rift, taking my partner, Odette, and scrambling back through the rift. My friends and I, we went through to try to find her, in the hopes of rescuing her, and we ended up here. As I said, it has been some time since we arrived, and most of my friends have perished, and she kind of like reaches into her bag and she pulls out a locket that has a piece of like what looks like cat fur inside of it. The cat fur is like calico in appearance. So it's like white with like little brown and black spots. And she like rubs the texture on the locket. I have to hope that my dear partner is still alive. I want to find her.
This is a depressing place. I don't say that out loud, but
Yeah.
Cayde finishes up his ration. He just takes out some of the wine himself, drinks it, hands it over to Anastasia.
yo, I take that shit. What does your partner look like? And then I take a drink.
She is... I'm not sure if you know the race. They call themselves Tabaxi. They are cat people.
Kitty!
Yeah. They are cat people.
Ah,
Um,
I'm writing stuff down in my diary.
she has a beautiful coat. Her tail has long fur. Bella's kind of like smiling as she describes her partner. She is a paladin, so she wears a lot of heavy armor. But I worry that this place might interrupt the communications with her patron, her god. I don't know if she was ever able to get out, or if she perhaps became like yourselves, survivors, or she kind of like trails off.
What is her name?
Her name is Odette.
All right, gang, we've got something to keep our eyes out for.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you for the spelling.
Yeah, you're welcome. The positive is that I did meet Almus along my travels. He was just a baby when I found him, but I raised him. So now he and I travel together. And Almus kind of like reaches over her shoulder and like rests his head there. And like gives like a little like hoarse snort. And she kind of like tilts her head into his head and kind of nuzzles him.
The silence is telling me we should all go sweep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can take a long rest if you'd like to.
Oh.
And yeah. So
Discord glitched out. I'm back.
okay. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, so you have a new letter from the observer. You have a safe place to rest, and you have a new friend.
You
Neat.
Yeah. All right.
I curl up like an animal.
Aw. Anybody else
Cayde
want to?
sprawled out on one of the logs.
Love it. Anybody
Oh
else?
yeah,
wanna...
I give Cayde his alcohol back.
One more swig and it goes back in the bag.
Anybody else
That's it.
want to
Sleeps.
flavor how they're
We're a very
spending their
drunk
long
group.
rest? Yeah. I mean, I think you guys deserve it after what happened today.
Yeah,
What happened?
Elora as a character doesn't generally sleep much, but she's taking the opportunity because she feels safe here
Aww.
to actually sleep.
Aww. Yeah, so just as final notes, as you all drift off to sleep, Abella takes her flute, and you can kind of hear it, lilting on the wind as you fall asleep. And we'll call that session 3.